Hi, Justine. Hi, Heather. Hi, Lucy. Hi, everybody. This is what I am using. Okay, so I did a video the other day with this. I took a little bit of heat because I airbrushed it and I used blending solution. And people were like, that's unsafe because blending solution has resin in it. And you're not supposed to breathe that in. You guys, first of all, I used a very little amount. With alcohol ink, you are supposed to be using a well-ventilated area, and you should always use proper ventilation and protective gear. Again, you know, I don't think I need to do that and tell you that. I don't think I need to say that. You know that when you are using alcohol inks, you should be doing that, okay? Do what you need to do to protect yourself. That's all I'm going to say. Don't come at me on my videos. I don't like those negative comments. I'm going to delete your negative comments. I don't play that. So, obviously, I was not using a lot. But, man, the comments that were like, you shouldn't be doing that and breathing that in and you're going to die, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so, people, knock it off. But a lot of comments said, can you show us what the stencil looks like if you use it with blending brushes? So we're going to do the stencil again with blending brushes. So here's what it looked like airbrushed with my illegal airbrush alcohol ink technique. So if you're going to do this technique with alcohol inks and blending solution, another option you could use is use isopropyl alcohol instead of blending solution. Because yes, blending solution has binders in it, has resin in it. So you should wear proper breathing mask to protect yourself, gloves, you know, all that good stuff. I shouldn't have to tell you that. You should kind of know that. Again, I'm not here to be the alcohol ink police. I was just showing you a different technique that you could use. But you can definitely use your airbrush and ink to do that. That's what I was showing. But I'm going to show you how to do this with some blending brushes, and we're going to use some inks today. All right? That's all we're going to do. So I have the 6x8 sticky mat, grid mat from the Ton. Grip mat is what they call it. I believe the paper I'm using is Hammermill 100-pound. Use whatever you have is what I always say. That's stuck down. We're going to start with stencil number 1, and it tells you for stencil number 1, use your lightest color. It says light pink, but we're going to use the Tons ink. This is light purple. This is called soft amethyst, and I am going to grab some tape and tape that down. You know, I just love when people come for me on my channel, and then I can go, where's your channel? And then I delete the comments. So if you're one of those people, bring it, because all I'm going to do is delete your comments. Because it's my channel, and I do what I want. Right, Justine? Hi, Heather. Hi, Darla. We don't need to put up with the hate. I don't put up with it in real life. I'm definitely not going to put up with it on fake life. That's what I call it. The fakers and the haters. All right, this is just some pink pixie tape. I love this tape. I love this tape. This is great tape. All right, so we're going to start with the Ton soft amethyst ink, but again, use any ink that you have. Dye ink preferably, because it dyes into the paper. Pigment ink, remember, think pigment ink starts with a P, like paint sits on top. Dye ink dyes into your paper. So Catherine Pooler, Gina K, what other inks do we have? Altenew, Simon Hurley, all of those inks dye into your paper. Use any blending brushes you have. And just lightly blend into your paper. Blendy, 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 blendy. This is layer number 1. I'm going to use the same blending brush. I'm trying to remember it. Let me read the comments here. Pixie tape like mint tape. No, mint tape is like a paper. I don't like the mint tape. I have gone away from mint tape because mint tape is like paper that they put adhesive on. Mint tape reminds me of Post-it tape. It's not very sticky. So I have gone away from mint tape. The Pixie tape reminds me of a very light, low tack, less tacky than even masking tape. Less tacky than even washi tape. So that's why I like the Pixie tape. It does not rip my paper at all. It is less tacky than Spellbinders tape. And I'm starting really on the outside and bringing that color into the middle. Because the middle is going to get dark with the other colors. Pixie tape is the bomb. How is everybody's Sunday? Did I do anything today? Oh, I got to sit in Philadelphia traffic today because I had to go pick up Leah. And there's a Philadelphia Phillies game today. So, yeah, that's what I did most of my day today. Sat in traffic. Then the girls wanted Cracker Barrel, so we went to Cracker Barrel for lunch. It was okay. I did get a nap in today. It's always enjoy. You know, when you're an adult, you enjoy nap time. So I did get a nice nap in today. Pixie tape is iCraft. And I think you can order this off of ThermoWeb. So I will put my ThermoWeb link. I think I get it from Miss Gina K too. Miss Jana! Yes, Sunday nap is nice. I got a busy week ahead of me again this week. So I'm kind of taking it easy. I'm taking it easy this weekend. I'm just trying to relax, reset reset my face. My face is resetting. I got a nice facial yesterday, so just letting my face breathe. Just put some moisturizer on it today. No makeup. All right, that's layer 1. Yesterday's live, I did a nice little Jeep card featuring Blue Knight rubber stamps. This is, again, a non-sponsored video. I purchased these products at the last stamp show, supporting my friend Effie. I love the ton. So these are all products that I bought with my own money. Okay, layer number 2, we're going to line up right on top of layer number 1. I think when I did the first one, I was not lining things. I know I was not lining up things correctly. I was just kind of slapping them down. So I'm really taking my time here to make sure I line up everything correctly this time around. Hi, Patty. How are you? I know. I'm taking some time, some Nancy playtime here and just hanging out. Darla, I said, make a list of things you really want because you're not going to get a discount. So first of all, you do not get a discount, and it's really easy to get sucked into buying things that you see. The other thing is you're going to spend a lot of time waiting in line to do the make and takes, and I think that really frustrated people. So make a list of the things that you really want to get and go do your shopping because people really do. Oh, this is ink number 2 I'm doing is Iris Blooms. And we really only need 3 purples. And people really got frustrated by waiting in line. It doesn't matter that they have more space. It's you really lose a lot of time waiting in line because there's only, like 3 people in the booth and there's only so much time that you have to do each make and take, okay? So make a list of the things that you really want to get, the certain products that you want to get because the only thing you're saving is shipping, honestly. There's no discount, there's no specials. You're really just shopping the Simon Says Stamp Store. Okay, so you're not really shopping like My Favorite Things. You're not shopping, Altenew. You're shopping the Simon Says Shop Store. They've just brought it into a convention center, and you're getting the ability to do make and takes. Okay, just remember they're regular people just like you and me. Please do not swarm. Obviously, there are social media influencers there that you're going to be able to meet and take pictures of and stuff. Just, some of these people get overwhelmed when people come up to them and, oh my God, you're so-and-so, just walk by, take a picture, don't just mind your manners. And I know that sounds silly, but people are rude. People walk up to us and like, oh my God, can I take your picture? And people literally get swarmed trying to go to the bathroom. Okay, just walk by, take your picture, say hi, whatever. But it's not about spending. It's about making a list. Take an inventory of what you have. Write down, okay, I need this color ink pad. I need this color Copic marker. I need this stamp set or this die set. And so that way you don't double buy something you already have. Make a list of the companies you definitely want this kind of paper or this kind of ink or this kind of foil, whatever it is that you want. Because people got overwhelmed because they stood in line for 30, 40 minutes trying to do a make and take, and it gets overwhelming. And that's where people got frustrated. Because there's only 2 or 3 people that are available to do the make and takes. So make a list of the things that you want from certain booths. And just remember, whatever you see there, you can also order online. Sometimes you can order it online from the actual company, like Altenew or My Favorite Things. You might have a coupon. You might have a gift card. You might get free shipping. Like if you order from Gina K, you get free shipping if you order $50. So just remember, the event itself is nice because you get to do make and takes, but you're not actually getting any kind of discount for it. So, people kind of felt like, okay, I'm waiting in line for 3 hours. What am I getting? You're getting the experience to do make and takes because that's part of your ticket, but it's not like a regular stamp show where you're getting, ooh, look how pretty that is. You're getting a buy 5, get 6 stamps free. All it is a Simon Says Stamp Store bigger event. They rented out a convention center and they're going to have social media influencers, there. Like I believe Gina K is going to be there. Christina Warner was there last time. Jennifer McGuire is going to be. I don't know who's going to be there, but you'll have these people there that are going to be teaching the make and takes, and so just be courteous to them. You'll be able to do make and takes. You'll be able to see these people that you normally would not be able to see. And that's what's fun about it, but you will be standing in line. You will have to wait your turn, and that's the frustrating part, is just standing in line and literally lines of people around these tables to meet these social media influencers, which is fun. It's nice. But you're not going to save a lot of money. So don't ever have that thought in mind. You're not saving any money. You're not getting any discounts. Just have a list of what you definitely want. Like, I need this color ink pad. I need this color, Copic marker. I've been eyeing up this stamp set or this die. I haven't gotten this die for this, whatever it is, embossing folder. And if you don't get it, don't be disappointed. You can always order online. They'll order stuff online and ship it to you. Or you can order it directly from, like I said, Gina K or Altenew or whatever company you're looking for. You can always get it from them as well. It's the experience of being able to do these make and takes and, meet other people. That's all. All right, so this is number 3, which is our darkest purple. And I think I'm going to go in with Grape Crush. Well, there's a lot of people that did that, Darla. And Tracy and I were very lucky to go last year, but we did it once and we decided, not for us, not the same as a stamp show. I don't know that we would ever do it again after doing it once. We thought it was going to be like the stamp shows, but it was actually, only, very exciting, but it was not like the stamp shows. It's only endorsed by one company, which was Simon Says Stamp. We would definitely, you know, probably do it again if we were invited back, but the difference with the atmosphere is very crowded. They did open up the rooms. It was very organized. It was very nice to meet everybody, but again, they're normal human beings, just like you and me. You know, we always say, you put your pants on one leg at a time. Everybody puts their pants on one leg at a time, you know, and it did give me the opportunity to meet Gina Kay, Christina Warner, Jennifer McGuire, all lovely, lovely people. But again, we've met lovely, lovely people at stamp shows as well. Lots of influencers, and you know, we've done it. I don't know if it's something I would pay to do, unless I'm getting huge discount. For me, I would need to see a discount for me to want to do it, or to see value for my money. Now, a lot of people do the crops. Now, I've seen people walking around with like the big bags, and they do the classes and do the crop. That I think is worth it. If you can get into those classes with Jennifer McGuire, Christina Warner, those are worth it, because they get these big bags full of supplies. That's worth it. I have seen that. But I think the price of admission just to do the make and takes, I don't know if that's worth it. But if you can get in one of those classes, oh, I have seen those bags of goodies they get. That's worth it. Oh, you got the classes? Then, Darla, you are set, girlfriend. Ooh, look how pretty this is. Yeah, if you got the classes, then you're going to get your money's worth. All right, this is the part I messed up last time. I did not line my leaves up correctly. I saw those bags they came out of those classes with, and they were chocked full of goodies. This is the part I did not line up correctly. And I just kind of rushed through it. And I think, let me see here. I think there's a little bit of overlapping, and I think that's why I didn't want the overlapping, but I think that's part of the stencil, is there is going to be a tiny bit of overlapping. There we go. Little bit. That's okay. There we go. I think I got it lined up this time. I didn't take the time to line that up last time. Hi, Michelle. Oh, Darla, I can't wait to meet you then. Yes, that's the trip Tracy and I are looking forward to. And Tracy signed us up for the whale excursion. I just made my final payment on that. I am looking forward to that, Darla. Yeah, life's too short. I'm spending all my money on travel this year. Yeah, if you look at this one, all my green is off. So I want to make sure. And this one I'm using Gina K ink. Again, use what you have. No one's going to look at your card and go, you mixed up your inks. Who's going to know? No one's going to know. Use what you have. This is grass green from Gina K. Speaking of Gina K, the card kit has sold out. I told you guys it was going to sell out. So I don't have any more videos on the card kit. I knew that was going to sell out quick because all those birthday things on there. This is Gina K blending brushes. but use what you have. I personally believe that pretty much all the blending brushes are the same. Use what you got. Now, obviously, when I'm doing design team videos, I try to use who I have for design team videos, and I got them all. I got Amazon, I got Gina K, I got Spellbinders, I got Catherine Pooler. So you'll notice when I'm doing my design team videos, I try to use whoever's videos I'm doing a design team for. So you'll know when I'm using theirs. But when I'm having my playtime, I use everybody's stuff. Are we ready for the reveal, kids? Michelle just got back from vacation, and she's planning her next vacation. Good for you, Michelle. I hope you had a great time. We missed you. Your pictures look fabulous. All right. Here we go. Now, obviously, this is going to give us a much more vibrant look versus airbrushing. Airbrushing is called airbrushing because it looks very light and airy. But I think both ways look fabulous. So here we go. Here's the airbrush. Looks very light and watercolored look almost. And here it is with the blending brush. But no matter which way you do it, the Ton Stamps makes beautiful stencils. Again, not... Am I back? Am I back? Okay. I started rambling and then I look up and I'm like, where'd everybody go? Okay. Where did I lose you guys? Talking too much. Talking to myself. Okay, enough with that, Nance. ADHD kicking in. I was saying that if you're not into the layering stencils, she does have stamps. So if you guys want to hang out with me for a little bit longer, I have this other one, which is called the Hibiscus Mid-Layering Stencil, which they did in the make and take. So I have the mid-layering stencil, the mid-layering stamp, and the mid-layering coordinating die. So I'll do that stencil. But if you don't want to do stencils, she does have stamps and dies for that as well. But I'll do that stencil. If you guys want to hang out, do we want to do that one? We already have everything out. There is a die for the one that I just showed you. Here is the die for the one I just showed you. It is called... So this one I just showed you is called Climbing Hibiscus Layering Stencil. And the die is called... Climbing Hibiscus Coordinating Die. And this centerpiece goes with the stamp set. So the die, the die has an extra piece. So you can see how that cuts out the stencil perfectly, but this goes with the stamp set. So if you don't get the stamp set, you can snip that. So if you don't have the stamp, you can see how that cuts right there perfectly. This is for the stamp set. So if you don't get the stamp set, you don't need that part unless you get the stamp set. And again, the only place you can order these is either at Effie at one of the stamp shows or from the tonstamps.com. Sticking to the sticky grip mat. Okay, let's move on to this other hibiscus. This one is a single hibiscus layering stencil. It's just a snips, little wire snips. This one's called Mid-hibiscus layering stencil. Again, you can get just the layering stencil. There's a stamp set. It has a couple of sentiments that say thank you, have a lovely day, and how are you? And then there's a die set. The die set is Mid-hibiscus coordinating die. The stamp set is called Blooming Hibiscus. So there's three different, the dies will coordinate with the stencil or the stamp. And then the dies, again, have the three different sentiments to coordinate with the stamp set. But we're just going to use just the layering stencils. I am addicted to the stencils because they're fast and they're easy. So I'm going to, again, start with layer 1. And I know you guys can't see it because it's hard to see on camera, but they're actually etched. And they say Mid-hibiscus, 1 of 3, light pink. You can use any color you want. And it says first layer petal 1. And they're etched. The instructions are etched onto the stencil. So we're going to, since I already have my purple inks out, we're going to continue to use the same tape and same inks. Yeah, these are pretty big, actually. Snips. They're no little bitty snips. I do have a smaller pair of snips somewhere, but they're not very good at cutting. Here's a smaller pair of snips. These are like florist wire snips. Ew, it's something sticky on here. But they don't cut very well. So these are like, ladies, shop in the hardware store. Don't shop in the craft store. Shop in the actual hardware store. It makes it easier for us. And it's cheaper. Okay, so again, we're going in with our lightest purple, which is soft amethyst. Hi, Susie from Illinois. And just starting off the outside of the stencil and pulling my ink into the middle. Normally the middle of the stencil is the darkest. So I start from the outside and pull my ink into the middle. That's layer 1. This is only 3 layers. So if you're intimidated by layering stencils or stamps, these are super easy to do. Okay, now this says Mid-hibiscus 2 of 3, mid-tone pink, but you can use any color. And then it says second layer 2. And same thing, you can see right through this. You're just going to line it right up. You can see all the way through. Make sure all your outer edges are lined up. That sticky mat really helps to kind of hold that in place, but you can just use tape. You don't need a sticky mat. All that sticky mat is a giant photopolymer stamp. That's all it is, you guys. You can also use your gel mat for you guys that have the jelly print mats, the gel plate mats. You can use that too. If you got one of those laying around. You don't need to buy anything special. You might have one already. Hi, Cindy. I also just kind of use the tape to cover my edges, so if I accidentally over stencil, hey, I'm not going to get any ink on my edges. Okay, so now I'm going to use my second color purple, which is Iris Blooms. And you know what's great about stenciling? You really can't mess it up. You really can't. The ink just goes wherever it's supposed to go. And if you get over inking, you know, it just goes on the top of the plastic. You just bring that ink back in. You can't mess it up. That's what I like about it. You know, with a stamp, oh, I stamped it in the wrong place. I didn't line it up correctly. You really can't mess up stencils. They look great. That's what I like about layered stencils. All you gotta do is line it up and put the ink down. It does all the work for you. And it looks good. The stencil does all the work. And because these are dye inks, they dye into the paper and they will even themselves out. There's layer number 2. See how easy that was? Okay, now layer number 3 is actually 2 layers. There's the center. Hi, Belinda. Layer number 3 is going to be the center and also the leaves. This is the hardest part because I didn't go get my nails cut down this week. Whoopsie. I go Wednesday. All right. So look at that. Did I mess that up? Nope. Pretty much foolproof. So if you haven't tried layered stencils, you really got to try them out. All right. So layer 3 is cut down and there's... Can you see she kind of drew a line? So she actually has the instructions that says layer 3, this goes in the middle, and then you have your leaves, which are really easy to do. So layer 3, we just kind of stick this in the middle, and we make that our center. And you really just put it wherever you want it. Can't mess that up. So I'm going to put a little piece of tape right here to cover that part. I'm going to put a little piece of tape over here to cover up my leaves. And then I'm going to go in again with my darkest purple, just like we did before. And that's the center. That's our flower. Our flower is done. Now for our leaves, I need 2 greens. I already have a lighter green. I'm going to wipe the center of my stencil because I don't want any purple being moved onto my leaves. So I'm just going to wipe that real quick with a towel. And then I want a lighter green and a darker green. So I have jelly bean green and grass green. And then I just need to decide like where I want my leaves. So I have a base layer for my leaves and then a detail layer for my leaves. So I have a bigger leaf and a smaller leaf. And then all you do is just decide, hey, where do I want my leaves to go? You can what do you call it? Mask where you want your leaves to go. If you get the dies, there are dies to cut your leaves out if you get the dies. I think that's what I'll do is leave this and do my leaves separate and put those underneath. But this is really how simple it is. That is hibiscus, mid-hibiscus. Mid-hibiscus layering stencil. Let me show you how I would do the leaves on this. I'm going to move this out of the way. You could leave it like this. Stamp your sentiment on here. Boom, done. Let's do leaves and cut those out. This is jelly bean green. If I were going to do everything the correct way. I know sometimes I do cards super fast on my videos and I don't really show you guys the finished way of doing it. Well, this is how I would do it if I were doing it correct. Flip the stencil over. That grip mat holds that on there. Didn't even need tape. This is grass green for the second layer. Now let's cut everything out. That is a sticky mat. Whoa, super sticky. Let's do it proper now. Do it correctly, Nancy. Wear proper protection and do this over a trash can if you're going to cut your dies. PSA, don't come at me. Don't do like Nancy does. Doesn't do as Nancy says. Warning, crafting can be hazardous to your health and your bank account. But great for your mental health, most days. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Jim. gosh. Are we going to go through and make a proper card all the way? It's not like me. Ooh, I even lined up the, what do we call that? The center thing, stamen or whatever. I even lined that up almost correctly. And I just guessed on that one. Huh, I got lucky. Got to move some things out of the way here, kids. Hold on a minute. Not enough room on my desk. Who can relate? Not enough room on the desk. Justine, how is your beautiful craft room coming along? Justine's husband is creating a beautiful craft room with her with like glitter walls and everything. I can't wait to come visit Justine in her beautiful room. Two windows are in. Ooh. For those of you guys who missed my live yesterday, I believe we have set the date May the 4th for Stamp Wars. May the 4th be with you for my Star Wars fans. My son's favorite day. Alright, well, since I have my ton stuff out, we might as well continue to make a proper card here. I'm going to continue cutting some things out here. Let's see here. You know, I was eyeing up this die and I didn't get it, and I should have gotten it. It was this circle cover plate, but I have this other cover plate we can use. Let me find it. This is what happens when you have all the things. All the beautiful things. I don't think she makes anything that's ugly, in my opinion. Of course not. Can't find it. Hold on, kids. Too much stuff, not enough space. Said that a few times already, right? right in front of me. Now I'm going to have to go buy more stuff. One of my favorites. Hi, Megan. Okay, this is from Concord and Ninth. It's the assorted color cardstock. Matches beautifully. Cut it down to 5.5 by 4.25. Gonna run that through. We were just talking about the Pixie tape. It's really good tape. I like it better than the Spellbinders tape, honestly, because it does not rip anything, for me anyhow. Magic mat over. Do that again. Sometimes when you have a die that doesn't, or is intricate like this, put your plates askew like that. And I'm going to run that twice. There's a lot of intricacy on that one. Nope, still didn't go all the way through. That middle piece. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? You know what machine I have not used in forever? My Gemini. I just haven't. I've had such a good time with, actually, I just put it away too. My Gina K Intracut machine. I just cleaned my room and I just put it away. I should have just used that. I have not used my Gemini machine in forevers. Let me run it through that. That'll cut it. Oh, I wonder why the internet keeps cutting out today. decide if I want to foam tape that or regular. In a row, and I made 2 cards in a row. That's a productive weekend for me, you guys. I haven't done that in a really long time. I might be getting sick. So there you go. That's using, the first one we did was the climbing hibiscus layering stencil from the Ton Stamps. And then this one is the Mid-hibiscus from the Ton Stamps with the coordinating dies and stamp set. Whoa, I used all 3 on this card and the dies. And then this is the background is called Convention Cover Plate Die. And again, I purchased all of these from the Ton Stamps. You can go check them out. I am a fan. This was not a sponsored video. All products I purchased from them. You can go check them out. Lots of good stuff. And I did a video the other day. This all stemmed from, I did an airbrushing video. Wear proper gear if you're going to be using alcohol inks. Protect yourself. I failed to mention that in a video, and you guys educated me. So make sure you wear proper protection when breathing in alcohol inks, and you can use isopropyl alcohol instead of blending solution when you guys are doing that. Okay, you guys? All right, well, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys. If you had fun, give me a thumbs up before you go. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a wonderful Sunday night. Bye, y'all. And if you guys have stuff from the Ton, you know, we like to see what you guys make. Post them on the Foiling Snobs Club. We love to see what you guys make. Bye, guys. Have a good night. See y'all later.